Hey everybody, welcome to That's Good Stuff, and it came from Tubi. So Tubi is one of my favorite streaming sites, but it also has original movies, and it's our job to watch them. How did we get this job? I don't know. Jared signed us up or something. So The Vigilante is our movie. She kind of looks like that girl from Smallville in that picture.
I was gonna say that doesn't even look like the main character in
It
the movie.
doesn't. She doesn't look like this at all. Okay, so The Vigilante starts off. It's Saban Films, Jerry. They have some theatrical films every once in a while. They're not that bad, right? It's
Not
not
as
the
bad as
us.
the other one.
It's not the asylum. So we start off in Afghanistan. It starts off pretty serious, guys, because we're in war. There's some CG helicopters
It
flying
doesn't really
around.
get not serious.
Oh, there's a point. There is a part. I'll show you where it starts to go silly. Um, but this is our main character. Her name is Jess. She's a soldier lady. Her full name is Jessica. I don't know how they found that because I never heard them say Jessica. Did
They
you?
said it every second.
I they don't say her name for like the 2/3 of the movie, and then at
They
the end
say it every second.
they constantly say it. So Jess and her partner, they're in this like town, and they encounter this boy, and the boy sounds like he's saying "Donde," like "Donde stop." It just sounded like that, but they're like, "Hey, put your hands up." He does, and but the boy, he's got something under his jacket. There was his sister. Was that his sister or his mom? I don't know. I think it was his sister. And she's like, "Hey, don't go over there." But he's got a surprise for the soldiers. They try to shoot the boy.
How did they let him get so close?
They are not good shots. They're like
They have scopes.
he's right in front of them. They're just going, "Ah!" They don't hit him at all. They're just hitting
It's like they
around.
want to be blown up.
I'm surprised they don't hit the sister. Like stand up. But yeah, there's this weird particle effect when it blows up, and like the truck has all this dirt on it. It was like they got some allowance, and they were gonna spend it on the special effects of this movie, Jared. Because we get more special effects later. Jess goes flying. Fly, Jess, fly. Later, she takes a shower. She calls her sister Amy, and she's like, "I had a bad day." And Amy's like, "Well, you're coming home. 36 hours, you'll be here. Can't wait till you see me dance."
I thought she was like 20 as well in
The
this
the
scene.
sister,
Yeah.
yeah, she doesn't seem very young. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll see you there." So meanwhile, the bad guys are looking at Amy's Instagram. And they're a bunch of sickos. So they're like, "Yeah, that one will do perfect because she dances." Amy and her friend don't remember her friend's name, but they're like, "Hey," she's like, "Thanks for babysitting me because I'm a baby," and she's like, she's like, "Shut up." And then a car just side swipes them out of nowhere, and they go crashing. And they're all knocked out. They, the guy we saw from the beginning, picks up Amy and takes her away, and they leave the other girl.
He's like yoink and just takes her away.
This is sad, Detective Mason. He is always sad. Um, he's just a sad man, and he's like, they took. He's talking to their grandparents because they don't have parents. It's like a Disney movie. They don't have parents. They got grandparents. And he's like, Amy got taken. The other girl is still there. But I also found Amy's wallet, and he gives it to the parent grandparent. He's like, "Here, we found this." They're like, "Oh no!" So Jess is home. She gets picked up in this. It doesn't look like an airport. It just looks like maybe a hotel. And she's picked up by her best bro, Dan. We get to meet
Is that what they
Dan.
are?
We'll figure that out.
I didn't figure it out the whole movie. I still don't know.
I think he's her best friend, is what I'm thinking. Um, and he picks her up. Dan picks her up from the airport because he's just a real nice guy, and she can depend on Dan. And he's like, "You want to go to the hospital, and she's like, no, take me home. And he's like, why? Isn't Amy at the hospital? And then she's like, no, she never. She's missing. No one's knows where she is. So they have a meeting with the sad detective, and he's like, we're doing everything we can to find her. And we get a shot of LA because they're in LA, I guess. And we meet Dan's house, and Dan's a sad guy, and he's like, she doesn't live there, right? I don't think she lives there.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think she lives with the grandparents. But yeah, Dan, he has an empty fridge, and it's a theme through the whole movie that this fridge is never filled. But
Filled off beer.
he's always pulling out these beers out of it, so he's like, I'll offer you something, even though I have nothing. So I'm pretty sure she doesn't live there.
I'm pretty sure she probably does when she's not deployed.
You think? I don't think she has a home. So she meets with the sad detective Mason, and he's like, "We're doing everything we can," and she's like, "Oh, I know how the police work. It takes forever and stuff like that." Dan's like, time is not on her side. Um, so she's like, "Hey, man, remember in Afghanistan? Because he was in Afghanistan too. He's
I I didn't hear that, and I was like, I guess he's just the computer guy. And then later we find out he's not. And I was like, what the heck's Dan doing out in the field?
So she's like, "Hey, remember in Afghanistan you made, well, he's a computer guy in Afghanistan. Maybe remember how you made those programs to track people and stuff like that?" He's like, yeah." And she's like, "Do it." He's like, okay." Amy
He's
wakes
like, I'm
up.
already on the dark web.
I've already been doing my research. Um, Amy wakes up in a strange room, and they like sedate her again. And she's like, "No."
I
Um,
think Amy switches actors every other scene because she looks different in this scene too.
It's like her hair. Her hair makes her look different. Um, Dad's like, okay, I gotta look all this stuff up, and she's like, I gotta get some air. So he throws her
She
keys.
never lets him finish
No,
his thoughts. She just leaves, and he's like,
that's what happens when Dan is just the friend, the best friend. He throws her keys, and so she gotta go get some air. She finds a lady of the night standing on the street on this. It doesn't look like the hood, but I guess it's the hood. Um,
it's like the okay part of town just closed. Just everything's
Yeah,
closed.
yeah, it's just closed. It's like the suburbs are just closed. And she's like, "Hey, I need information." She's like, "Get away from me, crazy white lady." But she's
So
like,
I'm not into that. Go.
"Yeah." And she's like, "Come on, I'll pay you for information." And she kind of gives her something about like people getting trafficked.
She says like if you give me a day or something like that, I'll
Yeah,
figure something out.
give me a day off.
What the hell is Dan wearing?
It's Oshkosh Bagosh, darn it. Um,
Just wear the long sleeve. You look like a fool.
Dad, we need to help you. You're never gonna get out of
No
the
wonder you're
friend
just the
zone.
best friend.
You're never gonna get out of this friend zone if you don't
You
listen
look
to
like
us.
a sad nurse or something.
Cut your hair, Dan. Um,
Dan is always drinking coffee.
Yeah, Dan. He should be like this nerdy fat guy, but he's a soldier. um, so Dan's like, "Hey, I found a place. Let's go stake it out." She's like, "Oh, I can't sleep."
Dan's like, it's almost like we're a couple when we do stuff like this. And she's like, what? And he's like, nothing.
She's like, "A couple of bros, huh?" And he's like, "Yes." So they're staking out this house, and she's got PTSD from the kid bomber. So I mean, she didn't even have time to go to a therapist or anything. You think they would have?
This this is when Dan should be like, I'm not going on missions with you.
Yeah. 'Cause she has had no time to like get therapy or anything from what
She said she was
happened.
fine.
She said she was fine, and I guess they believed her. But she wakes up like, and he spills his coffee, on him. He's like, yeah,
It's
burns.
like Scott Pilgrim. I spilled cocoa on my crotch.
And he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm fine." So they're just sticking out this house, and this lady comes out, and she like waving at the neighbors. Hi. At first, I thought she was waving at them, and I was like, "What the heck?" But she's like waving at neighbors, and she got all these girls with her. So, but they're like, she's normal. Let's get out of here." Um,
Are those the girls from later?
yes,
Oh.
they totally message her because they think she's normal. It's just like this is just a normal lady with
Outing.
lots of girls or something. So Amy gets some fast food from this guy.
Who the
Uh,
heck is that guy?
he's the guy that brings the food. He's also peanut butter jelly man at the.
That's the same guy? I thought he had long
Yeah,
hair. I thought he
no,
had long blonde hair.
no, it's this guy. Maybe if he turns,
I think that's a different. I've never seen that guy.
maybe if he turns around, his hair's long.
What?
This is the big bad. I don't know his name. Did he ever have a name? I don't think so. He's just the big.
I can look it up, but I don't think they ever referred to him as anything.
I think he's just the creepy
El
guy.
Jefe.
He's the Yeah, he's the trafficker, so not a very nice man. Look at Dan. Dan, what are you eating, Dan? You also need to shave. You got a girl in the house.
What
Um,
what is that? A donut?
I a bagel or something? I don't know. So Dan's like
Get it
looking at,
together, Dan.
dang it,
Jeez.
Dan. Dan's on the dark web looking at, bad stuff or
The guy,
research.
the main bad guy, his
Huh?
actor's name is Alexander, and his character's name is Alex.
Hmm.
They were like, let's cast a real bad guy.
So he's talking to this boss that he has, and he's like, "Do pay me," and the boss is like, "No," and he's like, "I need the money." Amy, she had like this lamp, and she was gonna break down the door. She's like, "Let me out of here!" And Alex comes in, and he's like, "Give me that! What do you think you're doing? You're crazy! I'll kill you!"
That's a
Um,
24-year-old woman. Later on, she's like 13. This is a different person every scene.
So we go back to the lady of the night. She's like, "You got the cash for the info?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she kind of
Jessica
gives,
has a real problem and goes back to the red light district.
but then her pimp comes,
Oh,
and
the pimp.
the pimp, and he's like, "Hey, she,
Time is money,
yeah,
lady.
time is money. You're wasting her time. So either get some money and get out of here." This lady, so she's a bad guy, right? She's like the middleman. She like takes care of the girls, I guess, and then she like walks into the room, and he's like, "Hey, you're getting fat," and she's like, "How
Takes
dare?"
care of the girl. She always punches them in the
Well,
face.
she rounds them up and stuff. Um, and he's like, "Yeah, you're getting fat," and she's like, "How dare you? I just lost like 2 pounds," but she's scared of this guy for some reason. She has a history. We
For
don't
some
really.
reason, he's a a trafficker.
Well, she has a history, but they never really tell us the history. They just kind of infer it. This girl on the bike, we've actually seen her before. She was like riding around the neighborhood, but she comes back to the house,
Does she
and
ever? Does that chick ever? What happens to her? Is she
this
ever
one,
in the movie? Yeah, because she
yeah.
rides around the bike a few times and then she's never in it again.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because in this scene, they're talking to the girls, and they bring Amy in, and there's like this Latina girl who's like the boss and real bossy and stuff like that.
Gina,
Yeah, Gina, she's like real bossy, and she's like, because she's the oldest, and she's like, "Where's she gonna sleep? We only got 3 beds." And the bad guy's like, "What? How dare you? That's my one rule." And even he's like, "What? What is the one rule?" So he's like, "Who do I shoot for breaking the one rule?" And he shoots the girl with the bike. So
oh,
that's
that
what,
was the same girl.
yeah, that's what happened to her. Um, so it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but it's done. They needed the bed space. Um, Jess is walking back to her car. She has one of those PTSD moments where
Oh,
she
is
like,
this with the
yeah, she like phases out of the existence and stuff like that. And this guy walks up to her and he's like, "Hey, baby, you okay? I can help you." And she beats the crap out of him. And he doesn't stay down long. I'll give it to him. He like gets right back up. And then this other guy like appears standing next to him. Out of nowhere, this guy's like next to him. And he's like, "Yeah, we got to take care of her. She needs to learn her lesson." So she beats the crap out of both of them. Look at this guy. He's sad. Um, so she's just beating the crap out of this guy, and
This is dumb.
this lady and this kid come, and the kid's like, "Mommy, I'm scared."
And so the mom's like, "Hey, are we good?" And like, why would you? If someone's getting the crap beat out of them, why would you stop and be like, "Hey"?
Are you okay? She's like, "Yeah, just beating the crap out of this guy." And she's like,
Okay.
"All right." Um, the evil lady says something about like, "You better mind me because I'm the boss," or something like that. I don't remember. So she takes the other girls away, but she leaves her. So Amy starts dancing. I mean, I guess, but it's just kind of weird long scene of her dancing the ballet. We already had that shot. And then Frank, this guy's named Frank, he comes in. He's like, "What the heck? What are you doing?" And then the girls come in. Meanwhile, Dan's watching TV, and there's a news report, and they're like, "We
Dan,
found."
get back on the dark web. What are you doing watching the news?
He's like, "I need a break, man. I need to wash my eyes out." Uh,
I'm going through things, okay?
and they have a news report, and this lady's like, "Yeah, we found some girls that were held captive." And I don't know why they're like on the street bringing them out for the news report. It's like they just happened like 2 seconds ago. And this neighbor runs out and she's like, "Oh man, I would have helped you, but I didn't know. I just didn't, it didn't look like anything was wrong." And they're like, "Dude, you could have helped, but you did nothing." And she's like, "Oh, sad detective." He's
Looks like
like,
terrified detective.
he's like, "We're doing everything we can. You just gotta give us more time."
Why was he always sad?
Oh no, you know what he was saying at that part? He's like, because she called about the news report, and he's like, "No, she wasn't there." So Jess like blows up. She's like, "Urgh!" Starts
Oh,
like
is this where
Hulk.
she like flips the table and
She's like
stuff?
hulking out and slapping the table. And Dad's like, "Ooh, that kind of looks like he likes it." This is
Dan's like, I'm not your boyfriend or anything. I could be, but it looks like you're kind of stressed out. And
he's
she's like,
like,
whatever, Dan.
he's like, "You could take your anger out on me if you want."
She's like,
Gina,
Dan, get back on the dark web.
he's like, "Oh, my eyes." Uh, this is the part where Gina's like, "Oh, I've been here the longest, so I got to watch out for all the girls. That's why I'm so bossy." Dan meets the grandparents. He's like, "Oh yeah, meeting the grandparents." He's
I'm
like,
one step closer.
he's like, "I brought you the new place, the new Target we're gonna go to." They're eating.
She makes him a sandwich.
Yeah, that made me mad. They're grandparents. They should have pot roast or meatloaf. I'm not getting a sandwich. That's
You
like
don't even
mom.
like pot roast.
But I
You
need
would love a
something. I
sandwich.
need some meat, man. That's parent stuff giving me a sandwich. So she makes him a sandwich. I don't know what they're drinking. They're drinking like cider, apple cider. I don't know.
I like how they have to go stop this like trafficking, and he's like, "Wait, can I finish my sandwich
Yeah.
first?"
See, I told you it gets a little goofy at points. Amy's like, "I know Jess will come save me," and the girl's like, "Yeah, okay."
F you.
So they're getting suited up, and the grandma comes in, and she's like, what is this thing?" And she's like, "That is a IED, improvised explosive device." Even though it's clearly not, it's just an explosive device. No one created. They didn't make it out of parts. It's just a regular explosive device. I don't know why she calls it an IED. And she's like, "Ew, what's this? A stun gun?" And she stuns poor Dad. And this is where the movie gets silly. So look at poor Dan. He was
Dan's taken
shocked.
a taser before.
That's like he falls. And Jess is laughing
She
at him.
laughs at him. She's like,
She
"Ha ha
laugh.
ha." That's not a boyfriend material.
You'll always be my best friend, Dan.
Dan just cries to himself
So this is like Taken if Liam Neeson decided to make some jokes every once in a while.
and had a Dan.
So look at it. They have a commercial for Acura real fast. It's weird because the next car they're driving is a Lexus, so I'm not sure what's going on. So they get to the house. They're like, "Look, the kitchen," and then they go in. They disturb this or shock this poor Mexican lady. And they're like, "Where are the kids?" And she's like, "How many bad guys are in here?"
How many niñas?
She yeah, she wakes up this guy and he's happy about
He's
it.
like,
They're
"Oh, hello."
like, hey.
And Dan's
Now
like, don't even try.
he's like, you kind of look like the Smallville chick, and she's like, not from this light. And he's like, what the heck? And then this baby
And then
man's
their Dan.
yeah, bad evil Dan. He's sleeping in his flowered comfy and he hears banging on the next door. So he's like, I told you to be quiet. And then she beats the crap out of him. And she likes to do the Black Widow move where she like grabs people by her legs to take them down. Classic lady.
She's 100 pounds, Jill, so she has to do something.
Dan walks into the room with the girls and he's like, oh, it smells in here.
Smells like
And they save the Ninas. Yay. But they're about to go home, and this guy just won't stop talking. He's like, "Give me a little kiss, baby." Um,
and she punches him. He's like, you're gonna have to punch harder than that. So she shoots him in the
she
crotch.
shoots his balls off. So she's like, "Make the call, Dan," and Dan has this phone that makes calls for him. Calls 911.
He's like a pre-recorded message.
Yeah. So they get home, and Dan's fridge
He's
is
like,
still
still
empty.
no groceries.
Still no.
You can get those delivered now, Dan. Jeez.
He's too busy on the dark web. They won't send it to his house because he's on the dark web. Um, yeah, so I think he pulls out some beers somehow.
Beers.
He always has these like cheap beers, dollar store beers in there or something. Um, he's like, dude, I don't know if I could take this, man. That was terrible in there.
You kind of just like spaced out.
Yeah, and she's like, give me the grocery list or something. I think this is the part she's like, I'll go buy groceries, but she never does. I don't remember what Gina's saying here. Oh, because Amy's like teaching him the dance, and she's like, What are you, stupid?" And so she's like, "You can't give them hope. Don't give them hope." Go back to sad Detective Mason. He's like, "You're a loose cannon," and she's like, "I don't work for you." And he's like, "Okay." Uh,
He's like, Did you arrest those guys, or where is it you that tied them up?" And
mhm.
she's like, "No, why would I do that?" And he's like, "I'll arrest you." And she's
All
like,
right.
"You can try it." And he's like, "I'm not gonna do that."
I'm sad. The girls have all like terrible, sad stories that this
It's
one
like worse
every time.
backstories than when they're in there. I was like, "What
Yeah,
the?"
I think they even say that at one point. Because this like poor girl on the left, man, she's not looking at the worst, bad of life. She can't even talk anymore. Um, Dan's like, you can't do this, man. And she's like, oh, you quitting on me, Dan? Huh, Dan? And she's
He's
like,
like, "What if you die and then we don't save her?" And then she's
yeah,
like, "F you, Dan. I don't need you. I need my lady of the night."
I wish I knew a man.
So I really need a boyfriend. And
Yeah.
then Dan's like, "Wow, that hurt."
And then, so the girls were joking, and she started like swallowing or choking on a hamburger.
She laughed at the lady.
Yeah, the evil lady. She's like, "What? How dare you?" And she starts like beating the crap out of her.
And
And
this
this
guy's
like,
like, "You can't be damaging the ladies." And she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, I'll kill them."
At one point, she's like, "If you don't get bought, I'll buy." or something like that. So she goes and picks up her favorite lady of the night. And she's like, "Hey, get in the car." And she got money this time. And the pimp comes and he says something about different strokes, and
And
everyone
she did not say what you talking about, Willis. I was like, what?
he's like, "Different strokes," and she's like, "I have no idea what he's talking about."
I was so mad at Jess. I was like, the perfect time.
Oh, there he is, the happy pimp. Um, so they
He's
go.
not he's not the worst pimp.
It's just a
I've
pimp.
seen a lot rougher pimps.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he knows different strokes, man. He's they go to Starvin Carnarvins to get some burger. It looks like a chick. It's clearly a Chick-fil-A, right?
That is a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. But you can see the spicy chicken sandwich on there. And this is funny because she's like, "Hey, you want some food? I know they don't feed you." And she's like, "What the heck? They feed me?" And it's like, "I'm not poor."
I make more than you.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, so it's very offensive. And
He's
she's
very white at that part, and
yeah.
it's just like, wow.
And they get double bacon cheeseburgers and
Even though it's a chicken place.
yeah, she's like, I want two double bacon cheeseburgers, two Cokes, two fries, and she's like, you just want two number fives or something like that. And they're like, the order is like, you want two number fives? She's like, I'm so wide, I can't order fast food. The guy is really under the gun, and his bosses want some money or something.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
because they're not like getting clients.
yeah. Evil lady comes in with some clothes, tells the girls it's time. Tell Amy it's your first time. Let's go. Um, they get to the new house. This is where they have Alexis. I mean, does they both have a car and they both take it? Everyone they like trade off? I don't know. Um, they take these girls to the crappy hotel. These guys enter the house, so it gets kind of tense. They actually kind of make it tense because you want them to go save Amy because she's about to get abused for the first time, but they're over here at this house. Um, she says something at this part. I can't remember. She's having another PTSD moment though, and he's like, "Snap out of it." He tries to put his foot down. He's like, "Shake it off." Dan attacks this like twitchy um, guy, clad man. She throws a smoke bomb into a room and she goes flying out like this. It was weird. I was like, whoa, she's like Batman.
Superman punches this dude in the face.
Yeah. So she beats the crap out of these guys. Dan fights this guy. He misses his taser shot because he could have just shot him with the taser, but he missed. I've never seen anyone miss.
And this is where he gives up on tasers.
Yeah. So he tases this guy, but then he like throws a taser and just grabs his gun. This guy with the shotgun comes flying in, and just we see some CG,
How
and she's
does
like,
he miss and she gets him in the knees? I feel like she would have got shot a little.
by some of that
Yeah.
flying stuff. Hey, look, it's the poster, Jared. So yeah, she shoots this guy in the knees, and she has another PTSD moment where she's back in
Because even
Afghanistan.
before that whole wall scene, he like almost he like shoots her in the face like because she ducks behind this door when he
Hmm.
like shows up. But he clearly gets a shot in. I'm like,
There's no way. So she starts screaming,
she's like, no, little boy from the beginning, no.
and
And then
then
this
this
one lady,
yeah, this crazy lady comes out and knocks Dan out with one
she
punch.
demolishes Dan.
And then she does the leg thing to her. She finally beats her up. I don't remember how she beats her up, but she tells Dan, "Yeah, get them all tied up together." And this very creepy
No, no offense to this actor, but they got the creepiest dude.
dude, yeah, this guy looks like a criminal and nasty man. Um, that poor guy. I mean, I don't know. So Dan's tying up, and she's like, "Make the call, Dan."
And Dad's like, no.
But then this guy, she goes to look for more girls, and she finds like a girl in the closet and stuff. But then this guy comes out of nowhere and throws her through the wall. It's this
There's a
guy.
lot of going through walls in this movie.
Yeah, there is. They like that. They like that effect. So they fight on the balcony. He throws her into the pool, and for some reason, this knocks her out. She does not recover from this for a while. So she's like floating in the pool, and Amy's saved by Frank, who runs up and he's like, "We gotta go. The police are coming." So she gets
This is
saved.
weird. There's like police in the area, so they
Yeah,
just abandoned this whole like opportunity, I guess you would call it, but that would be more shady. I'd be like, why?
yeah. Why did I leave it? So they go home.
Oh, that creepy guy smacked her around.
Yeah, and she's like, they don't always smack you.
Is that what she says?
Yeah, they're not always violent. Um, Driving home with Dan, drying your hair. So this is the part of the movie where you think Dan might make his move. Because she takes off her shirt and he could say, "Hey, let me kind of fix that arm for you
Let
there.
me get that bullet out.
Let me get a little close to you." But no, Dan starts talking about his feelings and how messed up everything is.
And
How he can't take it anymore. Um,
every man was like, "Dang it, Dan! Now is not the time.
Dan, you're
Do it in the morning."
um, the bad guy. This is where he's like, "We're not making anybody."
Oh, this is where he's like super creepy and evil.
Yeah. So she didn't pick up the groceries.
Dang
There's,
it! No one
there's,
wants groceries.
there's still no groceries. Isn't that bad for fridges to be empty like that? No.
Well, there's beer in there.
Yeah. There's always beer in there. She picks up the lady and she tells her, yeah, someone saw Amy and someone
She's
saw her.
alive.
Someone, she's alive, but she went to that hotel. So Jess is like thinking the worst. And Dan, is this the, no, this isn't the part. Dan's feeling really sad. Um,
I think he was watching too much Dark Web at that moment.
no, I don't think that's it yet. It might be, but I swear he was eating some Doritos at that part.
Playing a little Xbox.
And she comes and she tells him that she's alive, but
And
they
he's
have
like,
her.
I'll hold you, baby.
He's like, yes, this is the
And she and
closest.
this and then what in her tears, she's like, I'm really glad I have you as a best friend. And then Dan starts crying. I miss Amy.
They both just start crying. The evil lady. I think this is the part where she tells her, I'm gonna buy you just so I can smack you around.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's like, hey,
He's like, have you seen
remember?
this on the dark web? And she's like, oh God.
He's like, I think we missed the Dorito part, but there was a part where Dan was eating Doritos and watching the dark web, and he's like wiping Dorito dust on his shirt, and then he sees something really gross. He's like, oh,
Oh yeah,
that
that
was
was
way
a
back.
while back, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But Dan, don't be eating Doritos and watching the dark web. um, but this part, they're like, "Hey, remember that house we were at?" And she's like in the beginning of the movie, and she's like, "Yeah, I remember that house." And he's like,
The
"There's
I
all
the IP addresses match, and he's like,
yeah,
there's a lot of activity
there's a
over
lot of
there.
activity going on over there." Like I said, the evil chick has a backstory. We just don't know what it is. He's looking at pictures on Instagram and crying. And she's like, "Give up on your dreams, Amy. They never come true." Uh, I don't remember what they say, but
Why is this girl being creepy?
she's a little creepy. um, but
What
the
is she
back,
telling her there?
I don't remember something.
I don't remember.
I think she's telling her backstory.
Oh yeah, with her mom like beat her or
Yeah,
something
her
like
mom.
that.
Yeah, beat her and her brother. Yeah,
It
and
sounded like she said that her brother and her mom beat her.
I
I
thought
was, I was like, the brother beat you up?
the bad guy comes and he's like, I gotta get some money out of you somehow. So he takes her, and the evil girl's like, hey, don't do that. And he's like, get
She's
away
not
from me.
ready.
Yeah. She's like, she just got beat up. And he's like, shut up, man. Dan's like, yep, this is definitely the. And luckily they could teleport because they're probably like far away, but then they just like smash cut and they're there. Um, so they're ready to go in. See, peanut butter guy, peanut butter jelly guy. This is
That's
him.
not the same dude.
It is the same. Dan fights him, and then they zip tie him, but they don't do a very good job because he like gets up and starts making a lot of racket. So Frank's like, "Oh, there's something going on down there." They have a shootout with Frank and the evil lady. He okay. The bad guy runs into the room with the girls, and for some reason he shoots one of the girls. And it's very sad, but it like they sit there for like an hour just watching this. Like even the bad guy, he's just like watching them be sad that he shot this girl. Well, like there's all kinds of shootouts going on. So they split up. Dan fights Frank, and then the girls fight.
Why? Or not Amy, just has been fighting these dudes, these just criminals,
Hmm.
these men, and she's been doing well, but this
Yeah, and
chick
she's a
smaller than
soldier.
her is getting taken out by this lady. I was like, what?
Jess is a trained soldier, and then this lady, I don't know. She, they fight all over the house. They fight in the kitchen, spill all the plastic
Why do they
there.
have so many
I
baskets?
don't know.
Do they
They,
own like a fast food place? What the?
I, they fight in the bathroom. She gets Jess with the shower curtain, but Jess like flips her around and drowns her. Well, it looks like she
Oh
drowns her.
yeah, why was there water in the tub?
At one point, he told her to make a bath.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know why he told her to make a bath, but she did.
I was cracking up. I was like, why is there water in that tub?
It looked kind of funny when she's like drowning. She's like, ah. Peanut butter jelly guy gets back up, so she got to fight him too. She takes her out pretty easy. He just like breaks her arm. But then the bad guy comes with Amy, and he's like, "Step back, or I'll kill her." Um, but then the bad girl wasn't dead. She came back. She wasn't drowned. She
And then
survived the
Dan
drown.
shoots her in the face.
Yeah, Dan. But she shoots Dan, and Dan's out.
Yeah.
So there's Dan going,
But he
oh,
got clearly got shot right in the vest. So I was like, I don't care. Because it's clearly right in the vest. I don't know why everyone's like, oh,
yeah.
Dan's doubt.
He's like, remember me, Jess? And she's like, yeah, you're my bro. Um, so they go outside and she tries to fight the bad guy. She punches through a window
To punch him in the face.
to punch him in the face. I was like, whoa, she got like superpowers. So she punches this dude. She does the whole
Yeah, she does
the door.
but you can tell there's not much force behind it because it's just
Yeah.
like,
He like shoots her in the face. I don't know how she's
Yeah,
alive.
that was weird. He shot her like in the chest and the face. So I was
Yeah.
like, she's
How is she
dead.
alive? It looks like she was dead.
Poor Amy.
She takes off. He takes off in the car. The cops chase her.
This is
Uh,
absurd. She almost got like officers killed for revenge.
Amy's
He's
like,
like, oh,
he
she's not
got
getting
away.
away.
No, Amy's like, he got away, and she's like, no, he did it.
And then she blows up that car right in front of officers. I was like, geez,
He
she should
hits
go to jail.
he hits like this electrical box, and everything's like on fire. Uh, and then the sad detective man comes in. It's still sad because
He's not
he's like, she's like, oh, is that one girl gonna make it? And he's like, we don't know. And
Does
he's
she
just,
make it? Is that her at the end?
yes, that's her at
Okay.
the one of them
I was
does.
I was like, did she live? Because I could not tell these girls apart.
They send Jess to jail for what is it, like 18
18
months?
months.
Yeah. But Dan doesn't go to jail.
I know. I thought he was getting to get out of jail at the same time.
But he picks her up from jail.
Maybe he got out on good behavior.
He's like, "Hey, best friend." She's like,
Are you ready to not be best friends?
and
And she's like, "You're right. We're best friends forever." And he's like, "Dang
we missed a lot of Netflix.
it."
And she's like, um, they they have a plan. They get hired for a task force, right? And they're gonna go like to
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco and run the task force.
Dan's like, I can go to San Francisco.
Yeah, he's like, I'll go anyway for you, Jess. And she's like, yeah, that's why you're my best friend.
And she's like, maybe I'll find a boyfriend there. And she's like, not if I kill.
She meets a
And
really
and
cute.
then Amy ages
She's taller.
5 years again. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the?
she does look like an adult at this. And they take her to the grandparents, and they take her. They created this dance studio for girls who have been trafficked. And we learned that poor Gina didn't make it.
Dude, oh my, so much disrespect to Gina. They're like, oh yeah, she went back to the streets and one of her traffickers killed her. I was like,
Yeah,
geez, poor Gina.
poor Gina, man.
It's the only life she knew.
But the girl made it. She's dancing there, and we get the vigilante. So, Jared,
Not only that, they're like, oh, all the rest of the girls are fine, but Gina.
but Gina's dead. Oh man, we get these CG neighborhoods.
Looks
The
like Toy Story.
vigilante. What did you think, Jared?
It's better than the last movie. I liked
Better,
it. It was fine.
better than DC Down?
Yeah.
A lot better. Yeah, it tried to be serious and serious topic, but it got into the goofiness a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like they got to halfway in the movie and they're like, dude, this movie's bad. Let's just start throwing jokes in it. They're like, good idea. Um, but yeah, we got to give it a TV dinner. I was thinking, in honor of Dan, we got to give Dan some fish sticks, right? His poor fridge is empty.
Honor of Dan, we would give it nothing because he doesn't buy groceries.
We're gonna buy some groceries for him. We're gonna get him a big old bag of fish sticks because that's gonna last him a while. Hopefully, Dan has some tartar sauce or ketchup in that fridge. We know he does. So he's gonna be eating some dry fish sticks for a while, but that's what we're gonna do for you, Dan. We got your back. But you got to make an effort with Jess. All right. So next time we're gonna start the spooky month
Take
off.
out.
We're gonna watch Takeout. A
That
whole
was that they had like a trailer, I guess, for that when I turned on Tubi and I was like, why are we watching that?
Did the trailer tell you anything?
No, just that there's a serial killer and this girl's working takeout.
All right, so that's next time. If you guys want to watch it, we're gonna be back watching Tubi movies. So throw us some likes so we can watch even more Tubi.
Suggest some TV dinners.
Yeah. Subscribe so you can keep up with us. Um, and you notify yourself for even more stuff to come when it comes from Tubi. So see ya.